I'm Bizz Varty. Welcome to my Fusion Quickie workouts. My friend Candice here is going to help us lead you through them. Now, because they're only 10 minutes long, we are going to move very quickly, so don't worry if the first time through you have to pause the video if you get a little bit lost. After a few times through, you'll be an expert. We're going to work your upper body, the shoulders and the neck, and a little bit of the upper spine. Candice is going to help me out here, and she's going to start by standing on her mat, feet right under the hips. And the first thing she's going to do is squeeze her shoulders way up towards her ears as much as she can, and then just drop them. Maybe a little sigh. Squeeze them up, and drop. Squeeze one more time, and drop. You're going to squeeze them up again, Candice, and this time make as much space as you can between your armpits and your hips. Good. Keep that space now and exhale to soften your shoulders. Great. Again, squeeze them up. Put your belly in as you go. Lengthen. Keep the length. Exhale and soften the shoulders. Great. One more time. Squeeze them way up. And then release the shoulders. Keep the length. Now bring your hands in front of you like robot arms. You're going to open the hands and open the chest. Keep your elbows into your sides. Inhale. A little back bend. And then exhale into a tiny forward bend. Just rounding your upper back. Inhale. Open. Elbows in. Exhale. Curl forward. So you really want to feel the upper arm rotating out and then rotating in. One more time. Call these French door arms. Inhale, open. And exhale in. Now release your arms down. And then inhale, take them up over your head. Exhale, fold over your legs. Bend your knees as much as you like. Reach for the floor. Good. You're going to inhale halfway up, chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, coming all the way back up, arms out to the side. And exhale, hands to your heart. We'll do that again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Relax your neck at the bottom. And then inhale halfway up. Lengthen the spine, shoulder blades back. And fold down. Coming all the way back up. And hands to your heart. I'm going to do one more, but first turn to face me, Candice. Inhale, arms up. So now you're sideways on your mat. Exhale, folding down. Great. Inhale, halfway up. And fold down. And this time, instead of coming back up, I'm going to have you step back to downward dog. And then bring your knees to the floor. Good. Now we're going to do some shoulder blade push-ups. So Candice's shoulder blade is going to slide together, and her chest is going to lower a little bit to make room for that, but her belly will not drop. And then she releases the shoulder blades and squeezes them again. So you squeeze and release, keeping your mid-back expanded. That's great. Squeeze and release. This will wake up your rhomboid. Very important muscle for your posture. Squeeze and release. And you might find this is tricky at first. If you've never done this before, it might feel really weird. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it with time. 2 more times. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release back to neutral. Now, we're going to do an elbow opener. So first bring your hand to your armpit and lift your elbow way up to the ceiling. And then reach your hand up. Bring your hand back to the armpit and take it down. That's right, other side. And the armpit, elbow up. Reach up with the hand down, all the way to the floor. Elbow up. Reach for the sky. Bring it in and place it down. Other side. Keep the spine long and the belly pulled in. That's good. Fold it in. And down one more time each side. Lift and reach. Elbow high. That's right. One more. Fold it in and take it down. Great. Now slide your knees back and come down onto your belly on the mat. Take your arms down by your sides with the palms facing down. We're going to do locust arms, which is different than a locust pose because you're just going to lift the arms. So Candice's arms are going to lift up and lower down. This works the triceps. Lift and lower. And you can see she's squeezing her shoulder blades together as she lifts. That's great. And of course, you want to keep your belly pulled in as you do this. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift, reach your fingers back away from you and down. Last time. Lift and lower. That's great. Flip over your back, Candice. We're going to use that same motion again. This time, in a shoulder bridge. So the knees are bent, the feet are close to the hips, and the arms are right by your sides. You're going to press back with the upper arm so that your chest lifts, and lift your hips up too. Good, and then lower it back down. Again, press it up, really work those arms, and come back down. So see how Candice is lifting up in one piece, hinging at the hips. If you have any disc problems, this is definitely the way you want to do it. However, if rolling through the spine feels good to you and you don't have any disc problems, you can try it that way too, like so. That's it. One more time. Great. And back down. Flip over to your stomach again. We're going to come onto elbows and knees. So you have a few hand options in this position. The most important thing is that your elbows are right under your shoulders. So you can clasp the hands together, you can widen them and put your hands flat on the mat. You can also squeeze a block between your hands. So you pick your favorite there, Candice. And the first thing we're going to do is a little cat-cow action. So you drop your head, drop your tailbone, round the spine, that's right. And then do the opposite, pull the shoulder blades together, really open the chest towards the mat. Great. Back and forth just a few times, opening through the shoulders and the chest. One more time, back and forth. And then come back to neutral. And even though you're in neutral, I want the shoulder blades squeezed a little bit more together so that you can keep your eyes on your hands. You don't want to be looking down at your knees. From here, Candice, you're going to step your feet back and make your way to an elbow plank. So ideally, your whole body's in more or less a straight line. Your hips can be a little higher. The higher they are, the easier this will be. Good. Now Candice is going to lower her knees and slide her hips back, keeping her arms where they are, taking her forehead to the floor. This is puppy dog pose. A little rest in between. Now come back up to your elbows, curl the toes, lift the knees. Great. Lower the knees, press it back to puppy dog. Good. Coming forward. Lift the knees, belly, knees down. Take it back. Let's do two more. Forward, lift the knees. Knees down. Take it back. One more time. If your arms are starting to shake, that just means it's working. Knees back. And take a puppy dog. You can release your hands, get a little deeper stretch here. Great. We're going to use the same position on our elbows to come into dolphin pose, which is just like downward dog, only on your elbows. So again, clasp the hands or keep them wide, whatever feels good to you. You want the shoulders above the elbows and your eyes still focused on the hands, not looking back at the feet. Curl the toes under and then lift the hips up. This time you're in an inverted V. If you want a deeper pose, you walk your feet closer to your elbows. That's great, Candice. That part's optional. You can keep the feet further back if you like. Take two nice deep breaths here. See how Candice is keeping her chest open and her eyes to the mat. Good, and then walk the feet back. Come back down to your knees. Come up for a moment, give your arms a little shake. Great, and make your way to a downward dog. Couple of breaths here in downward dog, lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling, keeping the chest open and the shoulder blades on the back like that. Great. From here, I'm going to have you come forward into plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. I'm going to move into side plank. So shift your weight onto your right hand, spin your feet so that one's in front of the other. There's a few options with the legs. This is an intermediate one foot in front of the other. You can use it as a kickstand to make it even easier, or if you want the full advanced version, you can stack your feet one on top of the other. Your choice for today. You pick which one works. Candice, arm at your side. You're going to inhale the arm up over your head, and then exhale it down to your hip. Again, inhale it up, and exhale it down. One more time. Inhale it up, and exhale back to plank pose, and back to downward dog. If you need to take a child's pose in between, you can do that for a rest. All right, let's do the other side. Come forward into plank pose. Shift onto your left hand and the outside of your left foot. You can use a kickstand this time if you need it. Take the arm up over your ear, inhale, and then exhale it down by your side. Inhale, take it up. Good. See how Candice's hips are staying lifted. If they sink down too much, I'll put too much strain on your shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale it down, back to plank pose, and downward dog. Great. Now step your feet wide, right off the mat, Candice. Nice wide leg forward bend. Be careful if your mat's slippery. Take a couple of breaths here in a wide leg down dog. And you're going to walk your hands back so they're right below your face. So put your right hand right on the mat. And inhale the left hand up, opening it with a twist. Exhale, take it down. Other side, inhale, open with a twist. Keep your hips level, that's right. And exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now step your feet back towards each other on the mat. Or under your hips. Good, and make your way up to standing. All right, do a little arm stretch. You need it after that, huh? We're going to do eagle arms. So your palms face towards each other, and then you just take one elbow over top of the other. And if you can, wrap your hands around. If that doesn't quite work, you can do it this way as well. You go with that version. Lift your elbows up, press your hands a little bit away from your face, and then if you like, get a little wiggle in there. Do what feels good. You can lean forward, or back, side to side. Just work it out. Releasing tension. Good. Switch your arms to the other side. Other elbow underneath. And then again, a little bit of a wiggle. Get the kinks out. One more stretch. Can you turn sideways, Candice? Put your hands behind your back. Maybe widen your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Squeeze your elbows together, open the chest, and then go ahead and fold forward, taking the arms over the head. Try to keep a little bend in your elbows. That's right. It's not easy, but it's good for your shoulders. Make sure you're really releasing your neck muscles, softening. Again, here you can wiggle, shimmy, work it out any way that feels good. Great. Release the arms back. Come on back up to standing. You did it. Good work. Namaste.